Bryan Singer's Bohemian Rhapsody is a film about Queen that spends more time mythologizing than dramatizing, delivering a flashy, fragmented tribute that plays more like a stadium show than a coherent story. It barrels through 2 decades of music history at the pace of a Spotify shuffle, and in doing so turns one of the most complex rock bands, and certainly one of the most enigmatic frontmen, into a Wikipedia article with a budget. Let's get this out of the way. Rami Malek's performance as Freddie Mercury is compelling. He struts, snarls, and seduces the camera with prosthetic teeth and a commitment that deserves a better movie. But while Malek sweats under a painstaking reconstruction of Mercury's presence, the script seems terrified of Mercury's actual personality. It's as if the film wanted to acknowledge Freddie's queerness, his loneliness, and his pain, while also desperately avoiding making straight audiences too uncomfortable. This results in scenes that feel like drive-bys of major life events. A strained family conversation here, a hint of substance use there, a vague reference to the AIDS crisis, all sanitized and glossed over with the emotional depth of a TV commercial. For a man who embodied contradiction, excess and discipline, flamboyance and privacy, vulnerability and power, Freddie here is often reduced to a sad party boy in eyeliner who just wants to be loved. The timeline is another casualty in this mad dash to canonize. Key events are shuffled like a greatest hits album, reordered not for narrative sense but for emotional manipulation. Queen didn't break up before Live Aid. They didn't know about Freddie's diagnosis at the time. But who cares about facts when you can cue the swelling strings and pan over a sea of clapping CGI hands? And let's talk about the dialogue, which sounds less like what human beings say and more like what executives imagine rock stars might say after watching 5 minutes of a VH1 documentary. Every line is either heavy-handed exposition or an awkwardly shoehorned lyric. "We're not just a band, we're a family," someone says with the kind of earnestness usually reserved for Hallmark cards and cult recruitment videos. Still, the movie is undeniably entertaining if you watch it like a jukebox musical with biopic cosplay. The Live Aid performance recreation is breathtaking, though perhaps because it's the only part where the film stops trying to tell a story and just lets the music do what Queen always did best, take over. For a few minutes, you forget the script's cowardice, the historical whitewashing, and the cartoonishly saintly portrayal of Mercury's bandmates, who are written like wise, weary guidance counselors. Bohemian Rhapsody is less a film than a product. Designed for maximum sing-along appeal, scrubbed clean of anything too challenging. It wants to be a celebration, but it forgets that celebration requires honesty. What we get instead is a carefully curated, crowd-pleasing illusion. Much like lip-syncing to Freddie Mercury, it may look good, it may sound close, but it'll never hit the same. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quirky Critic signing out.